Good morning, children. I am Mrs. Nahi Javeria, taking physical science for class ninth. We are into the first session of Unit 6, What is Inside the Atom? As you all know, atom is the smallest particle of an element that retains the identity of the element. You all already know Dalton's atomic theory. John Dalton proposed that atoms are indivisible. Atoms can neither be created nor be destroyed. Experimental evidence began to show that atoms are made up of small particles. These particles are smaller than the atom and are present inside an atom and hence called as subatomic particles. So, the three different subatomic particles are proton, neutron, and electron. What are these subatomic particles? Coming to electrons, electrons were the first subatomic particles which were discovered by J.J. Thomson. An electron is represented by the letter E and the mass of an electron is considered to be negligible and its charge is considered to be 1 unit negative charge. And the term electron was coined by G.J. Stoney. I hope it's clear, children. Electrons were discovered by J.J. Thomson and the term electron was coined by G.J. Stoney. Coming to the protons, protons are the positively charged particles present in the nucleus of an atom. And it was discovered by Goldstein in 1920. Its mass was approximately 1836 times greater than that of the electron. It is represented by the letter P and its charge is taken as 1 unit positive charge. The third subatomic particle, that is the neutron, is the chargeless particle which is present in the nucleus. It was discovered in 1932 by James Chadwick. It has a mass nearly equal to that of a proton and it is represented by the letter small n. And these protons and neutrons together are termed as nucleons, which are present in the nucleus of an atom, and the electrons are found revolving around the nucleus in shells or orbits. Now, if you just look at the diagram of an atom, the lemon yellow color part is known as the nucleus, in which you find the protons, the positively charged particles, and the neutrons, which are chargeless particles, that is, the charge of neutrons is 0. So, your nucleus is positively charged. Okay, and the electrons which are found revolving round the nucleus in shells or orbits. These shells are also called as orbits, and as we know that electrons are negatively charged particles. So, these electrons are found revolving around the nucleus in orbits or shells. This is actually the diagram of lithium. We know the atomic number of lithium is 3 and it has got 4 neutrons, 3 protons, and hence your atomic mass is 7 atomic mass units and the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons in any atom. Okay, and hence the number of electrons in lithium are 3. Now coming to the right hand side, that is the diagram of a carbon atom. Okay, and we all know that the atomic number of carbon is 6. That is, it has 6 protons and 6 neutrons, 6 positive charges in the nucleus and 6 negative charges around the nucleus. Okay, and there are 6 chargeless particles which are neutrons in the nucleus. So the atomic mass of the nucleus of carbon atom is 12 atomic mass units. Okay, children, here also you see that the electrons are revolving round the shells or orbits and your protons and neutrons are found embedded in the nucleus of the atom. if we just tabulate the different properties of proton, neutron and electron in a table, then the electron has a negative charge, or its charge is equivalent to minus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. And the proton has a similar quantity of charge but in positive. So it is positive charge plus 1, or it is equivalent to plus 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. On the other hand, neutron, which is a chargeless particle, has no charge, that is, its charge is 0. Coming to the mass of electron is 9 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kilograms, and that of proton is 1.672 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kilograms. Approximately, it is around 2000 times that of an electron, and the mass of neutron is nearly equal to that of proton, that is 1.672 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. Now location, where are these electrons found? Electrons are found in shells or orbits around the nucleus, whereas the protons and neutrons are found in the nucleus of the atom, and hence these protons and neutrons together are also known as nucleons. Now we have read about your protons, electrons and neutrons. Can you just imagine how are these arranged? J.J. Thomson was the first one who gave the model of the atom. Many other scientists also gave different atomic models. So J.J. Thomson's atomic model, he compared the atomic model to that of a watermelon. Okay, and hence his model is known as plum pudding model or watermelon model. Okay children, so he said that all these protons are positively charged pulp in which your negatively charged electrons are embedded in it. Okay children, you compare the red pulp of the watermelon to be the positive charge, in which the seeds, which he assumed to be the electrons, are found embedded in it. J.J. Thomson, he proposed this model in 1898. According to this model, an atom is considered to be a sphere of uniform positive charge and electrons are embedded in it. The total mass of the atom is considered to be uniformly distributed throughout the atom. The negative and positive charges are supposed to balance out, and the atom as a whole is electrically neutral. Yes children, your electrons are negatively charged particles and protons are positively charged particles, and since they are equal in number, they are supposed to balance out, and as a result your atom is electrically neutral. But Thomson's model was later on modified by one of her students, Rutherford, and we'll be learning about Rutherford's alpha ray scattering experiment in our next session. Now coming to the assignment. First question, what are the three subatomic particles? Second question, what is the mass of electron? Third one, what is the charge of neutron? And the fourth question, which model is also known as plum pudding model? Thank you.